Houston, we're ready to blast off to Mars. In 3, 2, 1, blast off! Good afternoon, everybody. It's me, the media guy, back again with another fantastic movie review. And if you couldn't tell by the title and thumbnail of this review, as well as doing some space-related references, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on the second Brave Little Toaster movie called, The Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars. And yes, you didn't misunderstood anything. This is actually the title of the movie, and I'm pretty sure you can tell where this is going. But you might be wondering what this is about. Excitement awaits the entire family as your favorite electrical appliances, toaster, Lampy, radio, Kirby, and Blinky return for the bravest adventure yet. Robbie, the master's baby, has been mysteriously beamed to Mars. It's up to our heroes plus a house full of new friends, a fan, a microwave, a calculator, a bag of cheddar flavored popcorn, and a contraption in the hunk of drawers. And the contraption in the junk drawer to reach the new stars and bring him safely home. Sorry for the word stutterings. Starring the voice talents of Farid, Fawcett, Carol Channing, Wayne Knight, Seinfeld's Newman, and Alan King, and featuring all new songs, this delightfully tale overflows with friendship and courage. The Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars is one fun-filled mission your children will love. Well, based on what I watched, I can see why. So I'm not gonna lie. I think this one is one interesting movie. I mean, sure, maybe it's not like a perfect movie in some of your guys' opinion, which I can understand how and why, but I find this to be a little bit harmless. It does have some decent animation, an interesting story that does seem a little bit original, does have nice characters, and yeah, it does have some decent songs. I mean, they're not like toe-tapping songs, mind you, but that's understandable. And yeah, I know that this movie kind of screams made for TV, but I'm not worried about it. And I know that some of you might make an argument that it's probably not like your favorite Disney movie of all time, depending on your point of view, but honestly, that does seem pretty understandable, but hey, I find this to be an okay animated movie. I was able to recognize some of the iconic voiceover actors like Wayne Knight, who's best known as playing Newman on Seinfeld, which I assumed that's what most people would recognize him from. And I am familiar with his other animated movie roles, like he was Al in Toy Story 2, and The Amazing Gretzky, and Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King, which I previously covered on the channel before, and Tantor in the movie Tarzan, another movie which I also reviewed as well. And Kat Sosi also voiced this cute little Christmas ornament on Mars. Which I will admit, I never heard of a Christmas ornament being stranded on the planet Mars. I gotta admit, we do get a little bit of backstory about all the appliances being stranded on Mars and how their purpose was to just be falling apart once they're sold. I know, it sounds kind of goofy when you think about it, but trust me, you guys would have to watch the movie for yourself to understand what I'm talking about. Cause yeah, I can honestly tell that you guys seem kind of confused about all this. Which, to be fair, I honestly wouldn't blame you for for why the appliances on Mars has this weird motive of starting to get a bit of revenge on the people of Earth by having the planet get blown up. Man, that sounds like something Marvin the Martian would cook up. Oh boy. It is revealed that these two lovebirds actually got married off screen and started having a family of their own. A cute little baby kid. Oh. I'm not sure if this happened like off screen or something. But I'm glad these two were able to settle down and have a family. And you know, I guess these two were meant for each other after all. Family is always important when you know what I mean. I gotta admit, the idea of these appliances going to Mars to save the little master does seem quite silly and ridiculous, even for a cartoon. But I guess it does seem a little bit original and kind of interesting too. I guess you could say it's sort of like Mars Needs Moms before Mars Needs Moms even existed. I know that movie came out decades after the Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars, but I'm just saying. So anyways, despite the fact that it may not be like a masterpiece of a movie, I still think it's an okay movie. I mean, again, it may not be 100% perfect. The story might be a little bit ridiculous and corny. It might not make any sense. But I've pretty much gotten used to this anyway. And I never thought that these appliances would create their own flying contraction to get to Mars and save the young master from who knows what dastardly plans the abandoned appliances on Mars has in store. And I guess not many people are familiar with this movie since I guess it is kind of like, I guess it is one of those obscure movies that most people may or may not have been familiar with or not. Oh well, I wouldn't blame them. Heck, I'm not even sure if Brian Hall himself has seen this movie or not, as well as the first Brave Little Toaster movie. I mean, I could be wrong since I assumed he might have seen all three Brave Little Toaster movies in a row at some point during his childhood. But still, so I'll probably give this movie, I guess, 3.5 stars out of 5. And yes, I will admit it may not be, again, it's not a perfect movie. I can still sort of understand how the plot of this movie is kind of ridiculous in my opinion, but hey, who's just trying to come up with an interesting idea, whether it's a TV show or a movie, is easy. Sometimes it's not easy trying to come up with a good idea, if you know what I mean. So thank you guys so much for checking out this review of The Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars. And I'll see you in the next movie review. Because tomorrow, I'll be covering Atlantis, The Lost Empire. And trust me, it might be an interesting one tomorrow.